Yeah, hi there, and these comments, I'm going to just use your initials for privacy purposes, TSTN. And you sent me an email, at least 2 emails so far, and let's take a look at your specific situation. So you got your TOEFL score of 76, you're not happy with that. You say, I heard about you as a famous English teacher, so I'm planning to take a course with you. You know what? I would love to have you as one of my online students. You say, could you give me some advice? I'm really anxious now. I don't know how to study. So when you took the TOEFL, there's good news and bad news. The good news is you have already solved a lot of your reading problems. You got 26 points on the reading section of the exam. That's great. That is really good. Now, you got 14 points in the listening section only. You got 15 points on the speaking and 21 on the writing. So your writing and your speaking, or your writing and your reading skills are better. Your listening and your speaking skills are not that good. And you said, I want to improve my score. I need to get at least 20 on the speaking. You need to get 25 on the writing and a better score on the listening section, higher than 20. You said, but I don't know which target for L is better for me within 6 months. I think you can make improvements in 6 months. I mean, my online course has 700 lessons to help you with vocabulary, pronunciation, grammar. You can also improve your listening, reading, writing, and speaking areas. So for you, you need to focus a lot more with the listening, speaking, and writing sections. Am I right? So my advice to you is pretty much threefold. So I recommend that as you're working on your studies right now, you need to work on the listening. So at least every day, before you do anything, son, before you do anything else, I want you to practice listening every day for about 35 to 45 minutes. This is very, very important. You can listen to English TV if you have it. You can focus on news, documentary, history, and especially science programs. This is very, very important. Every day before anything. Now, as you're doing your listening practice, you need to work on taking notes. You need to get the notes down on the main and the most important supporting points of the listening passages. And that's going to be very, very important for you. So based on that, I think if you do that first, and then as you're doing your listening practice each week, I want you to start doing 2 things as you do your listening practice. Number 1, I want you to focus on, in this case, speaking about the lectures that you're practicing. Right? So you want to speak for about 60 seconds, and you want to record your audio file speaking about that information. That's very, very important. The other thing is you should also write about some of these listening passages. That means creating, my recommendation is at least 3 250-word academic summaries each week you should start doing. That gives you 750 words each week. If you keep doing that for a month or so, you will definitely begin improving your writing skills. So if you can at least do the listening practice right now and then practice speaking and writing about that information, that's going to put you or steer you in the right direction. Okay, so you also had some questions, I think, with your speaking. Speaking skills are not that great. You know that I have a good pronunciation section of my course. I also have a section on speaking with over 300 independent speaking tasks. And the reason that you might want to join my course is a lot of students, they just start posting practice tests. They'll post every day maybe a speaking and a writing practice test. Then they get feedback from me. They make a few changes. They review a few lessons. Then they post more practice tests. And little by little in time, you will, I think, be able to improve your English skills. To answer your question, I think it is possible within 6 months. It's not going to be easy. I mean, you want to go from 14 to at least 20, I think, on the listening and the speaking areas. So you do have some improvements that you need to make. You even want to get 4 more points on the writing. So my recommendation now is, as you're going through my course, I want you to follow this particular system of study. First of all, I want you to go through the vocabulary, pronunciation, and grammar sections of my course first. Do that first. That'll probably take you 1 or 2 months. Once you've done that, then you can go through the listening section of my course. That's probably not going to take that long, but remember, you're already doing listening practice all along, even in addition to doing the listening practice at my website. So do the listening section, I think, of my course. Once you've completed that, then spend the rest of your time focusing on the speaking and the writing areas of my course. And I think that you will be able to get the score you need in order to begin your graduate studies. The key here is patience, hard work, consistent, regular study over several months, and you will begin to improve. Remember, you had some questions about your intonation, right? I think that you asked me in another email. So I do have 5 different lessons that focus on intonation. These are called pronunciation lessons 36 through 40. As you go through those lessons, my recommendation is to read out loud with me as you go through the videos, and then as you begin posting speaking practice tests, you want to keep in mind what you're learning in those videos. You're trying to practice what you preach. All right, anyway, thank you very much for your comments, and all the best to your high-scoring TOEFL success.